Uh, I've been doing music since I was 15. I joined my first band at 15, and it was more on the metal, hardcore side of things. I couldn't sing, I couldn't play an instrument, but I could scream and I could jump around, so it worked for what we were doing. I don't really remember first musical performance in a band setting, but I remember my first musical performance as a solo artist, because I remember it being pretty terrifying. I'd always been in a band, and as long as there were at least two or three other people on stage with me, I was fine. I was ready to go. I was confident. And then when the day came that I was doing a show for the first time by myself, I was like, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to being on stage in front of people by myself. And you when you're in that situation, sometimes you just got to take a couple of shots of bourbon and get that liquid courage going, and then calm your nerves a little bit. And then once you do it, once you get past that first one, it's like, oh, I did it. I can do this. And so after kind of being forced to do that first time, I ended up becoming a solo artist, as well as apart from whatever bands I was in at the time.
They don't belong. They lay scattered across.
As far as I've been influenced by a lot of musicians, both musicians that I've been in bands with, played shows with, that sort of thing over the years. But giving credit where it's due, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Mike Slayton in Huntsville. He got me my start in music. So he had a band and he let me join his band. That was the one when I was 15 years old. And had he not given me that opportunity, I don't know that I would be in bands and playing music today. I am currently the drummer for Towering Above, and we are working on our second studio album. We did a first album under a different band name, and then we did an acoustic EP, so we're in the studio right now working on our second album, and just continuing to write. Since last year everything was shut down and we weren't playing shows, we took that opportunity to still get together and try to write new material. When I think of community in a band setting, there's always, as long as I've been doing this, there's always been kind of two camps, especially when it comes to the rock scene. You have the original music scene and you have the cover band scene, and I've always been in the original music scene. So I consider that using the word community is more along the original music scene. So that's what has influenced me as far as writing my own material and continuing to basically being in bands that were constantly trying to write new songs gave me inspiration on new things to try and the way to structure songs and that sort of thing, just to continue to try to further the craft.
But it doesn't stop the wishing. This fire burns tonight, it yearns tonight. Take wings, take the power of flight.
I think because music is art and music is storytelling, I think that music has the capacity to bring people together. And also, as a musician, it gives you a platform and an audience to where you can champion causes. Because when you're at a show and you're there with other people, it's a very emotional experience already. And music, music speaks to you on a deeper level. To me, it always has to me. Music has always spoke to me on a very deep level. And being able to use art to further a message or an idea or a cause, or just to be able to unite people and bring people together, is an amazing thing that can do a lot for society and building community and helping improve things in the world. With the art that I'm involved with, I am I'm a musician, an actor, a filmmaker, and a photographer. And if I do this stuff because I love it. If I were doing this strictly for money or fame, I would have quit a long time ago. Because when it comes to art, I think artists there's like I don't know, for lack of a better word, there's a calling. Like, if you're an artist, you have this need to create. And it's not like you're creating strictly for money or strictly for fame or the accolades or whatever. You're just, a true artist, I believe, has a need to create. And that's what I want to do. I want to keep creating, whether it's music, whether it's bringing a character to life, whether it's making a movie, whatever I'm working on. If I'm not working on something, I'm not okay. If I'm not working on something, I am probably just miserable because I have that need to create. My website is joshcaprels.com, and I'm at Josh Caprels on all the different social media channels. Got a weird last name, so it's kind of rare. I'm easy to find. But yeah, so if you check out joshcaprels.com, there's links to all of my music projects, current and past projects, film projects that I've been involved with, some photos here and there, and a blog that I try to keep updated with things as they happen.